Does it feel like this is the sort of place that you could come to race full time?
I miss racing in the States. Like, I've done Daytona 4 or 5 times now, and just the way the American people are and how they go racing, it's so much more enjoyable. And even doing the media stuff, which I hate, like, everyone here is really nice, they ask good questions, and you know, they're respectful, and it goes both ways. So yeah, everyone here has made me feel comfortable, and it's so enjoyable the way the races are run. Like the qualifying at Nashville, I couldn't believe how relaxed everyone was. But then it's like a switch, the intensity turns on and away it goes. So yeah, I'm committed next year to Supercars. I still love Supercars and hope it goes well there. But in 25, who knows?
All right, Jeff, did you have a question? Or Jordan, sorry, go ahead.
Jordan Bianchi with The Athletic. You thought you had a motor problem there, or were you just being a little paranoid and hearing things?
Yeah, I got close to the fence and it echoes funny off the fence sometimes, and I thought it sounded a bit funny, and I looked at the lap times. We went from doing high 29s to 31s on that last restart, and I wasn't really pulling away that much where I felt like I was trying. So, and then the water pressure, I don't really understand Imperial that much, so the settings are a little bit different to me, so I started stressing when they change color, but you know, that's normal under yellow and under green and stuff. And I had put the radiator fans on for when I was in traffic, and it just got too cold when I was out front, so that was my bad. And yeah, I need to be able to switch or get them to change the dash to Celsius. Yeah.
One thing I saw was there was quite a few of your supporters here from Australia and New Zealand. Did you get a chance to interact with a lot of them? What was that like kind of throughout the weekend?
Yeah, like, and I've never done 50,000 photos on the podium before, but there was some guys with SVG shirts that came from Australia and came to watch the race, so they snuck up onto the podium and took some photos with them. But now the support we've had and the interest from Australia and New Zealand, it's been yeah, it's overwhelming, and so cool to see how interested people are in this race, and hopefully shows how good our supercar drivers are and opens the floodgates, like, and we can come over here and race. There hasn't been anyone from supercars since Marcus really come and have a go, but there's plenty of good drivers now wanting to come and try expand and come over here. Any of the top 10 in supercars are good enough to come and do what I just did.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, Naima Latifah on Air Daily News, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
There was a big deal changing the city streets to a race car track here in Chicago, but also this is usually the weekend where it rains. So how did this track compare to what you have experienced before? What kind of adjustments did you have to make based on the way the track ran and the weather?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to some tracks we have, like the last half of Surface Paradise is pretty similar to this in some ways, but the changes in surface were extreme, like to go from old to new, and then the concrete. I've never driven on concrete like that really, maybe Sebring a little bit, but then when it rained, the concrete was crazy slippery for everyone, so quite different. But for NASCAR, like their first ever street race and the way the weekend run, unfortunately the Xfinity series didn't happen, but yeah, it's credit to NASCAR to nail it on their first weekend, and hopefully it leads to more street courses, and I'd love to be here for them.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go to Reed.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire Service.